This is Eagle Al, and today I will be talking about the Eagles took that L, huge L to the Jets. But let's get straight into it. All right, man, I did not expect to make this video. I'm not gonna lie to y'all, but I wasn't backing away. I was gonna definitely give my reaction to it. Um, we took a L. I was so mad I didn't even make a banner for you guys. So we're gonna get into it. I guess the little positives I seen. AJ Brown is a dog. AJ Brown is a dog. And also, before I get into my soliloquy, I gotta salute Robert Sly, Patrick Mahomes, Jalen Hurts. You could throw in Matt Jones, Dak Prescott. He played a couple quarterbacks he made look really, really bad, and he made Jalen Hurts look like rookie Jalen Hurts really, really bad. So I want to salute them. You down three cornerbacks. AJ gonna do what he do, but at the end of the day, yeah, defense definitely showed up. They definitely did with backups. No Sauce, no DJ Reed, and I was able to pull off a win. That's very impressive against a you could say a Super Bowl contending team. But like I said, let's get into the positives. Again, AJ Brown. AJ Brown had 125 plus yards. Did his thing. The Jets couldn't didn't really have an answer. They didn't really have an answer for AJ Brown. Other positive, the defense. Josh Sweat, Milton Williams, Hassan Reddick with two sacks again. Um, I like the rotation of the linebackers, like Nicholas Morrow, Zach Cunningham, who else? Kobe Dean. They all did well. So I can't really say who did better than the other. Josh Joe, besides the penalties, wasn't that bad. I think he only gave up like two completions. I think Eli Rich was better out there until he got hurt. We a lot of our players became a victim of that turf. They players became a victim of that turf. I hate MetLife. You just pray every time you go to MetLife, like please no players get hurt. But that's exactly what happened to our team. So let's get into the negatives. This team sucks without Lane Johnson. This is a totally different team without Lane Johnson. I think our record, if I'm not mistaken, off the top of my head, I think it's like 13-23 now. I believe last time I checked, it was like 13-22. Now it's 23. It's a different team without Lane Johnson. Jack Driscoll is not ready. I tweeted out like, yo, y'all might as well put in Tyler Steen and see what he got. Because Jack Driscoll ain't it. He's not it at all. I know the Jets got a good defensive line, but my God, Jack Driscoll, man, I'm telling you, man, he's definitely not it. He's a good guard because he got the center and the tackle to help him. But one on one, hell no. Hell no. Terrible. Devontae Smith, man. I love him. But I keep telling y'all, man, I know we like the 1A and 1B, this and that. In my eyes, man, AJ Brown is the clear number one. I mean, I believe Devontae Smith will pick it up, but AJ Brown right now is the clear number one. Devontae Smith came up small, man. Those words I thought I'd never say about Devontae Smith, but he came up small, man. Had one wide open in the middle of the field. He had all green in front of him. He dropped another crucial one. I think it was like a slant route he dropped. But that one, and when he was like in the middle of the field, wide open, he came up short. And then some things, Jalen Hurts threw three interceptions, but that first one was like, but it's still gonna go on his stat sheet where Dallas Goedert popped out of his hand, popped up, and then the defensive tackle caught a pick, Gwen Williams. I mean, man, they put on the showing on that defense for sure. But there was some bad play calling. Like you don't drop Hurts back 40 plus times and expect to win. You playing one of the worst rushing defense, but you decide to pass the ball. And again, I get it. They have backup cornerbacks out there. This should be a day where the wide receivers eat. But Robert Slaw was preparing for that. He was preparing for that. I believe we should have ran the ball a little more. Well, Swift ran the ball like 10 times. Even him, he fumbled. Uncharacteristic. Jalen Hurts, 3 interceptions. Even though I don't really blame one on him, but those two, man, bad picks. Definitely bad picks. But the offensive play calling, man, was just first half was okay. I mean, I like the little mix up, how they put Boston Scott and stuff out there, but that offensive play calling was freaking terrible. Freaking terrible. Especially that second half. I think what like fumble, punt, fumble, missed field goal. Jake Elliott missed the chip shot. It was just one of those games. It's like it's probably meant to lose. But man, we just was beating ourselves. Like again, credit to the Jets, but we beat ourselves, and we're gonna see how the team recover. I know a lot of people acting like it's the end of the world. It's really not. I mean, it was a game where the Dolphins blew out a team, then went into the next game, then lost like 48-20 to the Bills. So it's a any given Sunday league. But man, you gotta go out and beat the Jets, man. That's a team you have to beat. But again, just kept beating ourselves. I'm like, yo, we letting the Jets hang in there. We definitely letting the Jets hang in there. Again, man, we did a lot of things I didn't like. Turnovers, injuries, loss. The big thing is the loss and the injuries. Because now we're going to have Lane Johnson or possibly without Lane Johnson in the next game. So here, it might be a high ankle sprain. And if it's that, they might put him on IR. So he might have to miss 4 games. Dang. He came out of this game with a lot of stuff I didn't want to come out of this game with, man. This is a hard loss, man. This is a hard loss. Because, man, like the 49ers lost. And then you're like, man, we could really take over the NFC. And we back tied for first place. And it's like, man, this is some BS. Then you got Detroit looking like the best team in the NFC. I don't know, man. This a game again. We supposed to won. Like, very, very heartbreaking. Jalen Hurts again, one of his worst games. Swift with the fumble. Devontae Smith dropping balls. And this is the main stat too. We have 4 turnovers. They had 0. We had 4 turnovers. They had 0. It's only so much you can ask the defense to hold up and do. That D line without Jalen Carter did their job. That linebacker group did their job. That secondary, what damn near everybody missing, Reed Blankenship get hurt, still did their job. The end of the day, you give up 4 turnovers, you're asking to lose. You know, if you play any quality team, we getting blown out. But now they can't use the excuse, oh, we're winning. We're winning. No, you lost. Now, how do you turn it around? Eagles, how do you turn it around? Jalen Hurts, you had one of your worst games. How do you turn it around? Brian Johnson, you called one bad second half. How do you turn it around? Well, Sean Desai did his thing. Keep doing your thing, Sean Desai. But how do this team turn it around? Special teams. Covey looking like the Covey that we seen last year. Just keeping it real, man. Special teams wasn't great. Offense wasn't great. Defense was great. Lost two phases out of 3. And Jets made us pay. Jets made us pay. That's exactly what we needed. Because now I don't have to hear, oh, at least we're 5-0. No, you're 5-1, and you about to have the Dolphins, about to have another divisional game. Then you got what, Bills, Chiefs, and all these games. Then Cowboys, 49ers. got a tough stretch, man. They better tighten up. This Eagles team better tighten up. And I ain't talking about Tennessee. They need to tighten up. But hey, man, what do you think? How do you feel, man? I'm still in shock that we lost. Like we lost to the Jets. We never lost to them in history. Hey, man, it is what it is. But this is Eagle Al, man. I'm a